However, as Chuck has just said, if you could also include applause for yourselves in the form of donors, because without donors of the Greater St. John area, which extends obviously from Sussex to St. Stephen, we wouldn't be in the great financial position we are in today. The needs are real, and you have certainly stepped up to the plate. So I certainly want to thank you on behalf of the St. John United Way. And now it is my great pleasure to introduce Mr. Andrew Olin, President of Moosehead Breweries, who helped us out as honorary campaign chair for this year's 50th anniversary campaign. Andrew?
Thank you very much, Ron. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You know, it was 50 years ago that my grandfather, Philip Oland, and a group of dedicated St. Johners decided to put their minds, their energy, and a bit of their money together and get going with the United Way in St. John. Here we are 50 years later, celebrating a great success this evening. And I think it's appropriate that we recognize that we're doing this in turbulent economic times through one of the, I guess they call us the Great Recession that we've all lived through in the past year, and I think we all need to put our hands together and congratulate each other for a great job in these turbulent times. So thank you very much, everyone. Whenever there's an event like this, there are literally hundreds of people who volunteer their time and their energy to reach the accomplishments. And I'm not going to go through the list except to make a comment about Ron Marcolin, our chair this year. If you ever need something done, and you're looking for someone to get it done quickly and efficiently with no fuss, then Ron is your man. And Ron, congratulations for everything, and thank you very much from everyone in Greater St. John for what you've accomplished. Just a final comment. Most of you out there in front of me, I know that you participate one way or another in terms of Greater St. John volunteering for activities, and I see you at a regular basis on events like this and appreciate what you do in the community.
Now, to start off our campaign for our 51st, could I have Kathy Foster from ExxonMobil please come forward? Do that to Ron? No. So on behalf of ExxonMobil, Kathy is presenting a check to start off this year's campaign, and the check is at the value of $22,000. Now if anybody's going to be able to hear what's going on, but this was just another one of Elizabeth's wacky ideas. But we are now going to roll out our final achievement.
And just to let you know, the original goal for this year's 50th campaign was $1,225,000. So $1,225,000.
Ron, how do you feel of 50th anniversary campaign, tough year, recession-wise and everything, and look what you did?
Well, it certainly was a team effort, but yes, we've gone way up and over the top. Thanks very much to St. Johners and the greater district of St. John, extending from Sussex to St. Stephen. Nearly $93,000 up and over our goal in this tough economic situation we find ourselves in. Wow, it says a lot about the greater good of St. Johners.
Now, in these tough times as well, there's always a need, but I suppose the need's even greater now.
Well, it is, and in fact, there are still challenges, obviously, in Greater St. John, and we're working hard to help as many people as we possibly can. The Greater St. John United Way is one option to consider when you're looking to give back to your community.
What do you walk away with personally?
I would say a lot of excitement knowing that there are a lot of great teams within St. John and the wide variety of teams doing a wide variety of things. I think that's what gets me the most excited.
Now, you have a good start to the campaign this coming year as well.
Yes, we do, and in fact, we'd like to say we start where we left off. We've made a lot of great inroads in our 50th campaign. We met a lot of new people, a lot of different groups. We'd like to knock on their doors again and merely give them an awareness of what is the St. John United Way, and more importantly, what do we stand for and what do we do.